Well, hey there, guys. We have a lot to go through. I'm not sure if you saw the thumbnail, but I'm super excited because this is a theme that I think you guys may remember. Fallen Heroes? Remember when we had a bunch of possessed ones before? Well, look at that. Now we have even more. And there's one that is our boy as well. Okay, so... Wait a second. Oh.
Do you have a death wish?
Okay, I was not expecting to see Thracia love at all, but I mean, I guess this is just where it is. So, Shadow Sword. And that, of course, has the might of 16, but accelerates special trigger. And if a unit's HP is above 50% or equal to, and unit initiates combat, unit can make a follow-up attack before a foe can counterattack. Oh! Yeah, that's a pretty strong sword as long as she happens to have the health. And I'm guessing that she happens to have the speed. So Luna, and then Flashing Blade 4. Where as long as she happens to have more speed than the foe, she's going to get a special cooldown charge, as well as deal +5 damage per unit's attack. So that's just, what, a straight +5 to her already attack value? Or is this like... well, you know, that's what I'm assuming, at least just based on the wording. I'm sorry, but wording in this game can be a little bit weird at times, guys. Then, of course, we have Null Follow-Up 3, a very valuable skill for any infantry unit, and it's very valuable. So, Morita, oh my god, you definitely have a lot made for you. I'm going to assume you're going to show off your weapon here, because you happen to be doubling. Yep, that is exactly what I thought was going to happen, and it did. All right.
If you wish to be burned by Duma's flame, then by all means, touch me once more.
Okay, so Berkut is back, but he seems to have Rinea with him, and this is creepy as all hell. So, if bow, dagger, magic, or staff foe initiate combat and units within 2 spaces of an ally, unit can counterattack regardless of foe's range, and foe cannot make a follow-up attack. But after combat, if foe attacked, if unit attacked, deals 20 damage to nearest ally. Oh! So if he takes, if he actually gets attacked and if he actually attacks, he'll deal 20 damage to an ally nearby. That's very painful. It's like a lightning rod. He's attached to someone else. He takes the hit. He still gets be able to null that follow-up attack, but okay, that should be a pretty interesting one. I like that they're not going with the straight distant counter, but it does have a little bit of a bonus effect, I guess. Oh my god. Reprisal as well. Warding stance is basically steady stance just with res. What a surprise. So we have another power crept ability right here. Of course, it has that built-in guard effect and is something that Berkut was already really well known for, at least when it came to res as a unit such as him. With his base unit at least, but okay, odd res wave 3. So boy really needs a lot of res to handle both, magics, I guess. Just magic and staff. Not so sure about bow and dagger. Should be fun to see. Huh. Okay, I gotta see your animation. Come here, Berkut.
By Duma's power!
Oh, that is terrifying. Oh, that was even worse. Did you see that? I'm sorry. We're gonna have to go take a look at that in a second.
Through my veins. It grows restless.
Alright, so Corrin is apparently just possessed by a lon'qu, I'm assuming, in some regard, but okay. Let's see here. Grants +3 attack. This, of course, is Savage Breath. Okay, Grants attack speed, defense, res plus X. Oh boy, here we go. Calculate X based on number of allies within 2 spaces of unit. Okay, I see what's going on. So, basically, wait, she's going to be able to have +6 to every stat as long as no one's around her? As long as they're not within 2 spaces of the unit, she gets +6 to every stat. That's quite outrageous. That's really quite scary, honestly. She, of course, also has the normal dragon effect there with the whole res and defense, but that's +6 to every stat. As long as she's alone. She just needs some alone time, friends. Okay, Dragon Fang. Well, you are a dragon, so you get that. Attack speed solo 3, because honestly, it's nice to at least have that in the actual permanent pool in some regards, so that's at least a plus. But really, you're already selling the fact that she needs to be by herself at all times. You're just going to add more to that, so you're going to have plus 12 attack and speed from what I can see here, which, sure. But that's not the least of it, guys. We also have Sudden Panic 3, where I can at least... Oh, God, sorry. I'm trying to read this as much as possible, but from what I am reading here, this is a lot like a Versus Knight, you know, her tome. It just does not have the additional stat debuffs, and it actually has a little bit less of a requirement when it comes to HP. So the more HP, the better, at least from what I can tell. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be a fascinating look into seeing how this is going to play out. It's a new panic ploy, in a way. Very interesting to see a Versus Knight brought into that just without the status debuffs outside of panic. Huh. Okay, then. Well, these are certainly becoming units that a lot of people are going to want. Wait a second, that was a B passive!
I'll hurt you.
Oh my goodness, I didn't even realize that. We're gonna have to take a look at that in a second. Oh, so...
Burn everything with all my strength.
Well, friends, we have another armored dragon. Okay, then, let's see what we got. Raising Breath, effective against dragon foes. Yep, alright, unit can counterattack regardless of foe's range. Great. Alright, well, that's basically everything you could ever want from a weapon for her. Both effective against dragons and just wanting to kill dragons, since she's an armored dragon. Are you serious? Anyways, Ignace, Brazen Attack Speed 3, Special Fighter 3, and then Solitary Dream. So, this one is just the icing on the top of it all. At the start of turn, if unit is adjacent to only dragon allies, or if unit is not adjacent to any allies, grants attack, speed, defense, and res plus 4 to unit, and unit can move 1 extra space. That turn only, does not stack. So therefore, she has a somewhat similar pre-built, or at least boosted up, armored boots, or even armor march in a way, just as long as she happens to be by dragons. That's a little scary. God, unit can move an extra 1 space. Is this really necessary at this point? Oh my god. Okay, let's take a look at that whole attack animation there. I gotta see what Tiki's got for us.
Punish them.
Oh, that's not scary at all. Oh, 83. Oh, fantastic. That's a big increase, too. Well, everyone just looks miserable, except Berkut, who's just kind of possessed in a scarier way than you would ever expect. But, nerds, guys, we also have to talk about the other thing that's happening here. Alright, so first up, your next free character will in fact be Delphia. Well, she's already been in the game, but she's possessed this time, much like she was, of course, in Shadows of Lentia. But, speak of the spoilers, speak of all the fun times, I can definitely say that a lot of people are probably going to want to go for Tiki just because of that insane C skill. That's quite insane, honestly. Just the ability to have an additional move. Yeah, that's a lot for an armored unit, especially one that just has to be by herself. So, okay. I would say that just sells me on Tiki already. And considering the fact that she is also a colorless dragon, which, by the way, Corrin is as well, it just means that there's going to be a lot of competition. Just look at that, seriously. Then, of course, I have to say, of the likely characters that could be demoted if we were really to get a demotion, I'm not really sure if we're ever going to get one with this one, because it's Fallen Heroes. But this one right here, Corrin, as long as she's by herself, she already has a fantastic A skill, and Sudden Panic is actually a B skill instead of a C skill, which is not what I was expecting there, and it will definitely be a little bit more competition, at least when it comes to the B skill. Should be interesting to see, though, but that means that technically we could run Sudden Panic and Panic Ploy together. That's a terrifying prospect, at least without a seal. So, all in all, oof, oof, oof. All of these characters are really quite powerful. I do enjoy the fact, though, just guys, I like the fact that Berkut's weapon is not necessarily just something insanely overpowered with, a distant counter effect. But the fact that it damages nearby allies just makes me laugh so hard, seriously. 20 damage to nearest ally. Whew! Warding stance 4 is obviously another big step up for those who need a good stance skill, I guess. Oh my god. And then finally we have Morita, who honestly I'm really quite interested in just because of her sword skill. I love infantry units, and seeing something like this is just exciting to me. But it's also just nice to see a character that, not many people were expecting. Especially with all of this. This is a different theme and everything. But for me, I would say that I'm definitely going to be going for Tiki, and then probably Corrin, and then probably Berkut, and then maybe even Morita. God damn, all of these. Jesus Christ, guys. Alright, well that's your banner coming up. Do tell me what you think in the comments below. Oh man. Oh, just look at that. Look at that. Ugh.